Everyone, so it is what we have created. Comic Fam Appreciation Week. It is Monday. Whew. I just saved your crayon. We're over here looking at this Lego catalog that just came in. The reason we wanted to do this is, yes, we did hit 6K, but we wanted to celebrate you guys and show you guys our appreciation, how much we love you guys. Virtually, I know, I wish it could be in person. I wish we could see everybody, but we can at least connect with you guys all online. And you know what, too? I know I've said this before, but it's been a minute since I've said it. It's more than just the comics, right? Like, I know that, we're collectors, and it gives us a hobby to bond with between you guys, as a married couple, as parents, like with the boys. We get to do so much with comics and connect and get to know each other so much through them. And then with the shop, yeah, we do get some grails with, selling comics and stuff like that as the shop. But the biggest thing that comics has given me, and I haven't said this in a minute, but it has given me the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom. I get to work at home. I get to homeschool kindergarten. We homeschooled all last year. It was so hard. I can't believe how hard first grade and pre-K was. But at the same time, when I was basically forced into a situation where I had to homeschool my kids, there's no other way of wording it, basically forced into a situation where I had to homeschool my kids, I loved it. I know I made a lot of jokes in the beginning where I was like, guess what's in my cup? Is it wine or coffee? And some days it was wine, and some days it was a mimosa, and some days it was coffee. And I know I joked about that, but boy mom, puppy mom, back. All right, so I got to homeschool my boys. I got to be home. I got to see all of the things. It was just such an amazing experience. So I'm excited to homeschool again, and I'm just so blessed by comics, not only because I enjoy them and I love them as a hobby, but I'm blessed by comics because they allow me to be home. And growing up, literally my dream job was to be a mom and to be a housewife. Take how you want that verbiage. I know it's not like super PC verbiage, and some people get offended by the word like housewife, whatever. I enjoy it. Tony is a way better cook than I am. But I love making food for him, even though, I try my best. And we've talked about this before, but I am not a good cook. And I do try. Really hard. I watch the YouTube videos, and I follow the tutorials, and I do all of the things. And as long as, if I've made it 20 times, then yeah, it's solid. But the first 10 times are a bit hairy. But I love that stuff. I love homemaking. I'm horrible at DIY projects. Really bad. All my stuff looks like a Pinterest fail, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And I get to live my dream of that, just that, because of comics. And my goal is that when Tony hits his 20 years being in the military in 2 years, I'm so excited, 2 years and 3 months, he hits his 20-year retirement. He will either, it's just a reality situation, I'll be honest with you guys, he'll either have to sign on again for X amount of years or however long he decides to stay in, or he gets to be a stay-at-home dad. And he wants it. I know people have asked me too, well, I know you guys, does he actually want to retire? Yeah, he loves being in the military. He absolutely loves serving our country, but he loves being a dad, and he misses so much. I can't even get in the weeds of it because I'm just going to start crying, but he had, our oldest, the first birthday he got to celebrate with him was his 5th birthday. Tony went all out, the house, he totally flipped it, birthday style, literally bought every theme from the store because he couldn't decide on one birthday party theme. The whole house looked like Party City blew up. And we did everything. But when our oldest came down the stairs for his birthday, Tony was crying. And it really just, oh my gosh, it just made me like really realize like the sacrifices that the military makes. Hang on. And then, you know, as a couple, we had our first Valentine's Day together this year. And just like so many things. Had the first Christmas with the boys, and just like all these things that you don't think of like that. Like, and for our youngest too, actually, now that I think about it out loud, for our youngest too, was Tony here for his birthday? Yeah, Tony was here for our youngest 5th birthday. So both of the boys' first birthday with Tony was on their 5th birthday. Our oldest, he had just turned 7. To give you context, and our youngest, he just turned 5 in February. So he's just missed so much. And you know, it's not just Tony, it's our military. You know, they go in and they make huge, massive sacrifices. There's just so much that you just could not even imagine what our military members sacrifice. And I really believe that, and it's because of you guys and your support and your love that you've given to us, and that you've entrusted us with your hearts and your collections, and your, you know, you spend time out of your day to comment on our stuff. You spend time out of your day to reach out to us, to comment on our stories. I mean, it's your life. You decide how you spend it, and you interact with us. And that doesn't go unnoticed. And so we appreciate that. And I really feel like comics, I know it's so crazy to say, I feel like comics is going to bring Tony home. When he gets out of the military, I really believe with all my heart that we can, both of us, be in comics full time. And that's because of you guys. And that's why customer appreciation, like I wish there was like a zillion words I could come up with, because customer appreciation, follower appreciation, comic fan appreciation, there's so many different ways you can put appreciation, but I just wish there was like more words, because I don't even know how to explain how thankful I am for you guys and all that you have done for us, just by liking a post, liking a story, commenting on a story, commenting on a post. I mean, yeah, I love being a part of your collection, and you know, we have so many of you, our customers, and you've entrusted us with your collection and filling holes in your collections and your grails and stuff like that. But even the likes, you have no idea like how much that actually helps everything. And so, you know, over the course of time, you know, opportunities have opened up, which have been such a blessing. So of course, like me and Tony have Skeleton Key Comics. You guys follow us here. We've gotten to know like so many of you. We've had the honor of being guests on shows on YouTube, which is super fun. I'm still figuring out. I sound like such a noob. It's like, I was on the YouTube. Tony's like, he's probably watched YouTube since it's existed, you know. I feel like such a noob there. But anyways, so we have Skeleton Key Comics, of course, and then I was just recently hired earlier in this year, or earlier in the summer, I should say. I was hired as an independent contractor for Whatnot Comics. So that has been a job that has been such a blessing, because a lot of you know that earlier this summer I let go of a huge job I had worked for and built for a really long time. Even talking about it, it's like, whoa, I really did that, you know, thinking about it. I worked in beauty and cosmetics and skincare for a really long time. I was on a board of a company for 2 years. I was a director there. I did a lot there for a really long time. Took me a really long time to get where I was there. But it wasn't the same as comics, and the community wasn't the same as the comic fam. It wasn't, and my heart wasn't in it the same, and I wanted to give you guys more. You guys deserved more. You guys were giving so much of your time and your effort and your love to us, to me, because I know you guys see me a lot on here, that I took what was a very scary jump at the time. I let go of my job. That was scary. So I let go of that job, and I prayed a lot. I did, for real. I prayed a lot because I was like, all right, I love comic books, but now let's work on getting a job in the comic book industry. And so for me, I'm like an independent contractor to help businesses basically grow on social media platforms, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We don't even have to get into the weeds of that, blah, 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 blah. That's what I do. So then I started working with Whatnot Comics. So I was like super excited because I was like, oh, job within comics. I absolutely love that. So was definitely blessed with a job, like a payroll job, working with them. So I was super excited for that because, like, during COVID, it's so scary. Like, knock on wood, I haven't gotten COVID yet, right? Knock on wood, I haven't had the flu in a long time. Knock on wood, I haven't, like, had anything happen over the last 2 years that really knocked me on my ass. Which I also know that there are times in life, like Tony gets randomly deployed like all the time or on TDY, and like like when that happens, you have to like take the plan out and be like, all right, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, what's going to happen with this? What's going to happen with that? What's going to happen with that? What do we need to pack? What do we need to do? What do we need to get? And it's like prep until he's out the door. Guess what? The doorbell rang. Tony went to work and I sent him back home because they said he doesn't have to go back to work until 6 o'clock, which is in 3 hours. So anyways, there's so many things that can happen in life, right, that you would have to like need to step away from things to like focus on that. I'm making a video.
Oh, about what?
About appreciation. Like appreciating a comic fan, letting them know like a little bit about like all the things. Yeah.
Are they about anything with the Rihanna walking around? Going crazy?
They know that the dogs and Smalls are around.
What's up?
So rant. The point of that was there's going to be times where life happens and I'm not going to be able to stay up, 4, 5, 6 hours a night grading comics and prepping for sales, whether it's on Whatnot or like our grid or like an Instagram sale. So having that payroll job that I can work from my phone or my computer, whether I'm well or not, is amazing, like for the family. So as a mom in a household, having both has been incredible. And with that being said, we wouldn't have any of that if it wasn't for you guys and your support. And I 100% believe that. I 100% know that. Because you guys have really, really just shown us so much love, so much encouragement and motivation. Your kind words that you send us all the time. It's just, we love our fam, the comic fam. Tony's over here smiling. He's taking out the trash for me. As I was telling them that I enjoy being a homemaker and a housewife. Meanwhile, Tony's over here cleaning. He's a great husband. I was telling him about how bad of a cook I am, but he said, yeah. Did you hear that? I was not exaggerating. I enjoy cooking for him, but I'd be lying if I said that he's a good husband. He eats it.
You'd be lying if you said I was a good husband.
Oh, I'd be lying if I said I'm an amazing cook. You're a good husband because you eat things. Yeah. There was one, oh my gosh, I have to tell you. There was one time I visited him in Korea, and I made him something new. And I filled his kitchen with smoke. They were burnt on the bottom. And I saved it because they were black on the bottom, right? But thankfully they went in the oven. So the whole thing wasn't black, just the bottom. And I had cut them. It took me like over an hour. I like basically filleted these pockets. I made like meat hot pocket things, homemade. And I like filleted the bottoms off so when he got home they weren't burnt anymore. Do you remember me making those pockets? Mm-hmm. I haven't made them since because it took so long to basically carve that thing. Anyways. Alright. Rant. I've been ranting. But we appreciate you guys. We love you. And so excited about this Comic Fam Appreciation Week. What are we doing? We're doing a sale on our grid. It's going to be grid post style so that nobody misses anything because I know it's hard to catch everybody live. So we're going to do it grid style. The books are going to be like grails and keys. So I'm super excited. Everything's going to be below FMV. We want to give you guys special prices. And then if you're following us, you get free shipping. So basically everyone gets free shipping because if you buy something you're not following Sammy, be like, hey, if you want to unfollow us, that's fine. Follow and then unfollow, but get the free shipping. We're going to do trivia night this week. We're going to do an AMA night this week as well. Also, I'm going to put myself on the stake. No, I'm just kidding. It'll be fine. I'm going to do an Ask Me Anything Whatnot style. There's going to be there's going to be a lot of questions. So I'm going to do a post for it so I don't miss anyone's questions. So that's going to be very cool. Going to do Thankful Thursday because it has a ring to it, and then we're going to do an alliteration, but it also has a ring to it.
Okay.
What? It doesn't have a ring to it?
No.
I come up with ideas, and then he definitely fine tunes it because he is way smarter than I am. And then this weekend. It's going to be a Friday through Sunday thing. We're going to do something super duper special, but we're not going to release that until Friday. So, yeah. That's what's going down this week. It's going to be super fun. Oh, and we're going to do a lot of giveaways. I forgot to mention that. We're going to do a lot of giveaways, so stay tuned. What?
Nothing.
Oh. Good thing you're right here for the rest of this video because we've been laughing like the whole time. Alright, see you guys.